Alrighty, so welcome back. And today we'll be reacting to Lies Your Parents Told You When You Were a Child by Matt Rose. I always love a good dose of Matt Rose. So without further ado, let's go.
When I was a child, I got upset after a button came off of my shirt. My mother told me not to worry, and that if I placed the button under a rock in the yard, the button fairy
Oh no.
a quarter. I believed it, and to my mother's dismay, she discovered I'd pulled the buttons off of every shirt in my closet.
Oh no. This is like dolphins finding out that when they clean their own pool, they get a treat, so they stash a shit ton of litter at the bottom of the pool, and when they want a treat, they take the litter and go up and get a treat. I've read about that.
To this day, 40 years later, shirt buttons can still find random rocks in my backyard.
Holy how many buttons did they put for that to happen 40 fucking years later?
Christ, what happened when you learned about the tooth fairy? Parents are forever telling their kids lies. Growing up, you might have been told about the piss-activated dye in swimming.
I have, I think. Although I don't know if it was a legit thing or not. Is it? Is it a legit thing? I've heard it is a legit thing, but I don't know anymore.
Pools, or that the ice cream van was the music truck. He's just a nice man who drove around playing music in the neighbourhood. Yeah, one day I was at my neighbour's house when the music truck came by and found out the truth. I ran home and told my mum, "You're not going to believe this! The music truck sells ice cream!" Or that the crusts of bread were where all the nutrients are. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What? I've been telling my kids that because I thought it was true.
Wait, seriously?
Not lie, I was in my mid-30s before I realised the untruth of this, after I'd been baking my own bread for years! Literally 35 years old, trying to feed my 3-year-old when I realised my mum said that to get me to eat my whole sandwich, and I went to school for food science, for goodness sake. While a good night's sleep is important, sleeping the hours between 10 PM and midnight is the most crucial. Age 7? Fucking hell, I better get my ass into bed if I'm going to be asleep by 10. Age 17? Wait a minute. The parents lie. Well, my mother told us that if you waved to airplanes as they passed, they would throw you bubblegum.
What?
We were the idiots waving like goons at all the small planes overhead for far too long. When we asked her later why she told us that, she said, "When you have kids, look at the trust and belief in their eyes and see if you'll be able to resist messing with them." Some of these lies, though, I doubt you will have even heard of. Drinking Dr. Pepper would make my nipples fall off. If I misbehaved, Michael Jordan would retire. That the UP...
Who's Michael Jordan? I swear I've heard that name before. There's a lot of names that I've heard before, but don't really know what the heck they are or who they are.
Fall off. If I misbehaved, Michael Jordan would retire. That the UPS truck was the up past sleep time and he collected children who didn't go to bed on time. If you eat yogurt too soon before you fall asleep, you'll dream and fall into cowboy land and be stuck until your family can get you out. A face with rolling eyes emoji. Still don't eat yogurt too soon before sleep.
What? Some of those lies, man. I don't get it.
Cowboy land. My dad told me that the reason why police officers spend so much time at donut shops is because the shop owners actually need them there to shoot the groceries to provide them with
wait, if that would be true, the fucking police officers would be carrying huge ass guns. Dang.
Classic donut shape. I found out this was a lie when my dad caught me trying to get behind the counter at Dunkin' Donuts one time because I wanted to see the shooting. My dad invented coughing/sneezing into your elbow. I was young enough to just accept it and move on without question, and I kept believing for way longer than I should have until one day at work someone coughed into their elbow and I was about to say, "Hey, do you know my dad invented that?" And that was the first moment I realised how fucking silly that sounded.
Yeah.
I asked him about it later. He's burst out laughing. I've never had a middle name.
I do wonder if someone actually invented it or if it's just a natural movement that people do because they do.
When I was a kid, I asked my parents why, and they told me, they couldn't afford to get me a middle name, as you have to pay for each letter, and I believed them all the way up until my daughter was born. The nurse gave me a form to fill out with my daughter's name, and I asked her, right, how much? She said, how much what? I said, how much, per letter, to name her. I've never seen a lady look at me so confused, and in that moment it clicked that my dad was joking, that planes leave a trail so that they can find their way back. That if...
Ooh, like Hansel and Gretel's.
Toys R Us sign is backwards. It means it's closed. That if I ran over the cord with the vacuum cleaner, it would suck it up and eventually suck in the whole world. During an exceptionally dark time, I said, fuck it, and ran over the vacuum cord. Nothing. Do over? Nothing. Try a different angle? Nothing. My disappointment was immediate and immeasurable.
Yeah, I'm guessing that was a dark time for you because yeah. I don't know if that's funny or not.
My grandmother told me that pinching gave cancer.
What?
I got pinched once at recess and just yelled at the person. Ow! No! If I sleep with my socks on, I'll become blind. Mount Rushmore was a natural...
Wait, what? Hang on.
That if I sleep with my socks on, I'll become...
Hey, I sleep with my socks on. It prevents my feet from going cold.
Blind. Mount Rushmore was a natural formation and the result of lightning striking a mountainside. Elton John's hair...
That sounds like a legend or something.
Stapled to his head. Please elaborate, please elaborate, please elaborate, please elaborate. If I went outside without telling them where I was going, elves would kidnap me and only let me eat broccoli. And broccoli elves are just the fucking worst. My mom said they only named hurricanes after girls, otherwise they would be hurricanes. My dad got sick of having to listen to the kids shows I watched as a child, so he told me that the Power Rangers and Barney the dinosaur died in the car crash with Princess Diana. I couldn't watch him anymore. I didn't actually question it until I was quite old, embarrassingly. Jesus, we just tell our kids Cocomelon is broken on the TV.
Yeah, some of these lies sound traumatizing almost. And yes, cartoons are annoying sometimes. Like I remember I once watched Astro Boy, like the 1980s version. And it was fine for me, but then like couple of years ago, I rewatched it and I'm like, oh my gosh, why is Astro Boy's voice so fucking high pitched? This is so annoying. Like, how the fuck did I watch this as a kid?
For some fucking insane reason, my parents told me Morris dancing was illegal.
What the hell is Morris dancing? Is it a ceremonial dance or something?
I just stored that as an absolute fact. You don't often come across Morris dancing in the UK, but any time I did, I thought, oh shit, I hope the cops don't see him. I held this belief till I was about 20. When I was 5, my mum told me that the darker grains in wild rice were actually insects. Definitely believed it till I was about 12 and was served wild rice at a meal at a friend's house and exclaimed, oh wow, you guys eat insects too. Her whole family pretty much looked at me like I was on crack. Not a lie as such, but growing up in our house, we called over-easy eggs juicy eggs. Tell me why I thought that was a universal term until I was 28 years old.
I mean, is that the eggs where the liquid comes out? That makes sense. I mean, it is juicy. It is a liquid.
I'll have the juicy eggs, please, in a restaurant. The waitress thought I was crazy. When little kids get hurt and they ask an adult to kiss it and make it better. Well, my parents told my sisters and I that was called amputation.
What?
Every time one of us got hurt, we would run to the nearest adult and cry, amputate. Fast forward to when
the adult must be so fucking...
I was 16 years old and a 4-year-old I was babysitting hurt herself and was just wailing like no other. I asked her if she wanted her finger amputated, which just caused confusion. I later told her parents about her getting hurt and how I offered to amputate it. Same confusion. That orangutan was pronounced Orange Newton. I was told that...
Organanat. I remember watching that Yahoo video like a ridiculously long time ago. And also about the stupid Yahoo questions where people questioned, like, if there was a Big Bang, why is there no pictures of it? You know, type thing.
Same confusion. That orangutan was pronounced Orange Newton. I was told that
what?
Jumper.
Wait a minute.
Confusion. That orangutan was pronounced Orange Newton.
What the fuck is that logic? There's not even Newton in it. Orange I can kind of see because there's orang. Orang, orange, orang. It's like the same letters. But where the fuck is Newton from?
I was told that jumper was a swear word and that I wasn't to say it. My parents heard me saying fork quickly, so it sounded like a swear word. My dad said, look, I know what you're doing, it's okay, but I never, ever want to hear you say jumper.
I wonder why.
Battery is dead. Do you have the,
thing?
When I was a kid, the Like a Virgin video by Madonna was on TV, and I asked my dad what a virgin was, and he paused and goes, it's some kind of lion. Then his newspaper thought that was true for years. 10 years later, so you're still a virgin? What? Are you a virgin, mate? No. Do I look like a virgin? Well, yeah, kinda. What? Do I have a mane and a tail? Do I have sharp teeth and spend my time roaming around the Serengeti? What? What a crazy virgin story. That Brenda Lee song. Rocking around the Christmas tree. There's the part where she says, maybe we'll get some pumpkin
Wait, really?
pie. And I always thought she said, maybe we'll get some fucking pie. And my older brother indulged me and said, oh yeah, it's allowed on the radio because it's a Christmas classic. I think I was like 12 when I finally figured it out. My brothers told me...
To be fair, some lyrics are hard to figure out. I have to actually read the lyrics to be like, oh, so that's what they said. Wait, what? The what?
Vagina was spelled with a silent P in front, like pneumonia.
Wait. The P in pneumonia is not silent. It's literally called pneumonia. At least in French. I think it's in English the same thing too, right?
Believed it until like 5th grade. Per vagina. My stepbrother told me that a power plant was a cloud factory to make clouds artificially. I believed him because I'd heard of the artificial snow machines that ski resorts.
I think some nations in Asia have planes that kind of do that to induce rain when there's drought. I think it's like Thailand or something. I can't remember what the actual article is, but yeah.
Have, and figured it wasn't unreasonable to believe there was a machine to make artificial clouds as well. I was 13 when I said...
It would be quite easy to make them because it's literally just water vapor.
Well, the clouds factory's off. Well, no wonder there's no clouds around in front of my dad. I had it for like 30 minutes. I still get shit for it today. On my 5th birthday, my older sister...
That reminds me. It's not something my dad told me, but like when I was in daycare, there was a firefighter coming to the daycare to like teach us about fire safety and all that. And at some point, one firefighter asked basically, hey, so like, what do we do when the fire alarm goes off? And I'm like, you take a magazine and swing it in front of the fire alarm. And hello, Angie. And the firefighter just looked at me like, no, we go outside. And I was so confused. And later on, when I told it to my parents, they started laughing out loud. It's because the only thing I've seen people do with like a fire alarm is my dad. And you know, when like there's a toast burnt or something, he goes in front of the fire alarm and just swings the magazine at it to make it stop beeping. But of course, I being like 3 thought, oh, that's what you do when it rings. Okay.
Gave me a pack.
But yeah, Cloud Factory would be awesome, but I'm pretty sure it would be reasonable. I think there's some countries, at least I've heard of at least one, that because it's literally just water vapor. So like I think they go into clouds and throw out a mixture that induces rain and does clouds or something. I can't remember the article. I'll have to try and find it at some point.
Of gum. It was my first time trying gum, and I swallowed it. I told my sister, and she told me that because I swallowed the gum, I would die in 7 years. My mom couldn't understand what my problem was on my 12th birthday. Finally, before bed, I told her how much I loved her and that I had
oh no.
She said, what are you talking about? I told her that I was going to die before she woke up, all from an older cousin, that if you make eye contact with a Mexican man in Walmart, he will kidnap you, an alligator.
Wait, really? They do that over... Well, yeah, I'm guessing if you're in the eastern section of the United States, where there's like droughts and less water, they could do that, yeah.
Lives in my great-grandma's basement. His penis was so long...
I never knew they did it where you are, though, Angie. That's a first for me. Yeah, what? His what now?
He had to have help from his brothers rolling it up...
What?
like a hose every time he got done peeing.
What? Was
Dad used to tell us that the signs you see for falling rocks was to warn you about an Indian named a falling rock that would jump on the car. So when you see that sign,
Yeah, I can imagine they would do that to make it rain, obviously. So it's like the raining dance, except more advanced.
you have to be quiet so he won't hear you. I totally bought into it and believed it for too long. In our country, pedestrian crossing are usually labelled as ped-exing, and when I asked them what ped-exing means, they told me that these places are named after a Chinese conqueror, Pad Zheng, so bad that he's feared and respected by people around the world. Asked my dad what the red triangle button in the car was for, and he responded with, "Don't push it or the car will blow up." Traumatised and terrified me for years until the realisation hit me like a ton of bricks, thinking, why would they install a button?
Yeah,
like
good question.
If I kept hitting the horn in the car, it would run out of beeps. I didn't know any different until I was 17 and learning to drive. The rumble strips on the side of the road are there to help people who are blind drive.
Oh.
When I was a kid, my dad told me it cost 25 cents.
Wait. What did you think similar? The
Any
beat?
different until I was 17 and learning to drive. The rumble strips on the side of the road are there to help people who are blind drive.
I mean, I think they are there to actually so that if you fall asleep, there's noise and you wake up. So it kind of is true because you're blind while you're sleeping in a way, I guess.
When I was a kid, my dad told me it cost 25 cents to change the radio station to keep me from fucking with the radio in his car. I believed that till I was 14. Don't give strange ideas to some radio
Exactly.
or TV broadcaster. EA Radio. We want
You thought the recirculate AC symbol in the car was like opening an airlock.
to give customers a sense of pride and accomplishment when changing stations. When I was a young child, I asked my mum how people transport their cars when they move to an overseas country. She told me that they just attach it and fly it along behind the plane. I fully believed this until I was way too old to actually believe this.
I can imagine it though if you have a flying car or something, but that just, I don't know why, but that's just reminding me when I was a kid, I think me and my dad were watching a documentary about weather on Mars or just Mars things. And at some point I asked, like, why is there a tornado if there's no air on Mars, like you told me? And he's like, you can't breathe it. And I'm like, okay, but like, I was so confused because I had fully believed that there was just no air on Mars. It was like a vacuum. But apparently there wasn't. I just couldn't wrap my head around the fact that you can't breathe air because air is breathable. It should be. That's why it's called air.
This is amazing. I imagine a plane looking like one of those just married cars with all the cars in tow. Gravity makes all the nutrients.
Yeah, because obviously it has atmospheres and gases, and basically it's like Earth except it's not breathable, really. So, but as a kid, I was like, but you told me there was no air.
Go to the bottom of the banana, so you have to eat the whole thing. The last bite is the healthiest. Embarrassing revelation.
Wow.
24 that your blood is blue until it contacts air. Are you telling me that's not true?
I did hear about that. I thought it was true. Well, I didn't think it was true, but I did hear about it.
That is correct. Yeah, your blood is not blue.
Although sometimes mine does look blue because my hands are cold, I think.
I did not expect to wake up this morning and learn I believe.
Yeah. I think I once thought it was true, then I forgot it, and now it just came back to me that I once thought that, I think.
I've had 21 years. I'm sorry you had to find out this way. My grandmother used to tell us that if we bite our nails, frogs will grow in our stomach.
Oh no!
A while ago, my cousin told me she had stopped biting her nails and asked if I still did. I said yes, and then dead serious, she said, "You know that causes frogs in your stomach, right?" She is 20 and in nursing.
Oh no!
When I was really young, I remember my mum getting a small ceramic pig from somewhere.
Although I think you can hatch eggs in your body because I think once I read a story about, I can't remember what ant it was or what insect it was, but there was an insect that went into someone's ears, laid eggs, and went away. They only figured that out when he was complaining of intense pain in his ears. So that's nightmare fuel for me.
And me being young. and selfish, asked her, "Where's mine?" She, probably having a bit of a stressful day, answered, "I ate it." That made me believe that the ceramic pig was edible.
Oh
For the
no.
next few months, I would occasionally take it off the shelf where she'd placed it.
Wait, that's dangerous. Don't try to eat that. Don't try to eat that.
That it was too hard to bite through didn't deter me. I just figured that I hadn't yet learned to trick as to how to make it edible. I'm dying at the thought of you staying up at night figuring out the trick to eating a ceramic pig, trying it the next day when your mum isn't looking, failing, and then plotting for the next attempt. A college nearby has a cougar as its mascot, and they sell cougar cheese. My uncles told me long ago that it's made from the milk of cougars. I got older.
Now I want it. Actually, I wonder how that would taste like. Because obviously cougars are mammals and they have milk, right? So logically you could make milk. I mean, heck, I think there's even milk from human breast milk. I discovered that by researching the top 10 weirdest cheeses or something. There's also another one in a small island in Italy. I can't remember the name, where it has flies laying eggs in it. And it unfortunately cannot be exported because well, it has flies in it. And yeah.
Early 20s, and I saw a can of that and wondered how they milked the cougars.
That is a good question, actually.
Like a ton of bricks. You can't just have a cougar milk. Angry cougars hooked up to milking machines. I told my dad I wanted a horse. He said that if I found a horse egg, I could keep it as my pet.
Oh no.
We never found one. Frowning face emoji. r/horse eggs. And what the...
Wait, that's a Reddit?
What the fuck is this? If wiped my nose upwards with a sleeve or tissue, I was going to turn my nostrils inside out.
Oh no.
And I would drown when it rains. Apparently my dad's brother had this happen to him and had to have little weights implanted in his nostrils so that they would sit normally. I fully believed this. My parents told me I clicked my tongue in my sleep, so that when I pretended to be asleep, I would click my tongue and they'd know I was awake. The girls didn't poop. Believed it from
that is a myth.
to 9th grade.
That is a myth that is also prevalent on Twitter as a haha meme, apparently. I don't know.
When my sister forgot to flush. I went in immediately after her and there was 4 years of lies just floating there, mocking me. I was told that girls grew hair under their boobs like armpits. It didn't sound right, but I didn't know enough about it to dispute it. "You've not been to Glasgow then?" Asked my dad. "How you know you're gay?" He said you get a letter in the mail.
What? You are gay.
Masturbation makes you deaf.
What?
So every time I did masturbate, I had this tense, scary moment where I made some noise to check if I went deaf. Yeah, what? I'm screaming. I could just see you like humming or something. I'm dead. Yes, yeah, I usually did a light tap against a wall. That if you look through a door's keyhole, a gnome will stick its long, spindly finger through the other side and scratch out your eyeball.
Wow.
Weird one. Parents gotta have sex somehow. 100% believed that if I left a pile of rocks under this tree outside our house, a fairy would come visit me. My parents told me that, so I'd go play outside. Stop saying it so my parents could smell it. As a kid, I thought that girls get pregnant from kissing. I thought you had to spit in their mouth. I asked my mom where babies comes from.
For us, they basically just said some really, really strong hugging or something like that, which is not... It's not false, I guess?
And she diplomatically said, from a special passage inside the woman. For years, I pictured a button like a hatch and a baby dropping out. For a while, my wife, as a kid, used to believe that dancing would get you pregnant. She went to some ultra-conservative church school and they told the students that. Dancing in bed is called the jizz jazz. I asked my mum where babies come from. She told me a policeman goes inside the woman's belly button and just pulls it out. That seems like a weird job for a policeman.
Why a policeman?
God's green earth. If you touch your belly button, you'll die. If you don't eat your vegetables, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will die. To encourage me to get off the escalator fast enough when I was younger, my dad told me that if I was too slow, it would suck me into it and I'd die. He also told me that Benjamin Franklin died this way. I used to believe that milk came from God's bones being put in an oven and melted. That you can trap a sound in a jar.
Oh no.
My mom told us that you can't make noise while baking a cake, or else it'll go flat. She baked a lot of cakes. Son of a bitch. For real, my mum always said the same thing. Don't stomp or jump or
Really,
pound
it won't do that. It won't do that.
would fall. Fuck, I'm 39.
Really? I mean, surely you must know better by now, no?
And I've told my kids the same shit. I've always been careful to be quiet when they're baking. My mum told me if you turn the interior lights on in a car at night while you're driving, you can get a ticket.
My parents didn't tell me that, but they did tell me it's because it blinds people, which is fair enough.
2 months ago, my husband turned the lights on and I started yelling at him because I didn't want a ticket. I am 29. I'm 25 years old, and to this very moment, I thought it was a real thing. God damn it. I still believe this, that the dog went to an actual farm.
Huh?
About 30 years before the realization hit. Oh, you're unlucky. My childhood cat fared better, though. When I was 7, my mum told me it ran off and joined a gang of foxes, became friends with them, and lived happy. Oh. My sister told me that if you count all the stones of Stonehenge, you will die. I still don't know how many stones there are in Stonehenge.
Was in ad settings. I see.
Ah, well, I'll count them for you. There are... Whoops, you didn't finish your sentence. Let me count them for OP. There are... What are you doing? 1, 2, 3, 4... Reddit, useless as ever. Matt Rose will do it. Right, there's 1, 2, 3...
Oh no!
Oh, hey! My voice is completely
Oh God!
goes after a very full-on couple of weeks. Don't worry, I'm going to rest up. I will be back as soon as I can.
Ooh, is that a... Why does he have a megaphone?
Emoji! Hang on.
Skull emoji!
Everybody's...
When I was...
Very nice. I liked it. Although I'm glad I didn't know a lot of these, to be honest. So yeah.